Coldplayers, welcome to a head full of Coldplay with me, Ash. You may know me as Brooklyn Lover on X. A little bit about me. I'm 20 and I'm from the UK and I'm a student and study film and broadcast at Edge Hill University in Ormskirk. This podcast is going to focus on me and how I became a Coldplay fan with a lot more questions from my followers that I have asked on my lovely Twitter. Let's get started. Question 1 is from Maria. If you could listen to only 5 Coldplay songs for the rest of your life, which would you choose? This is a very difficult question because I love so many Coldplay songs. But seeing as I have to pick 5, I would probably choose Talk, Life in Technicolor 2, Charlie Brown, In My Place, and Speed of Sound. Because those 5 songs really resonate with me. I got Charlie Brown was one of the first Coldplay songs I properly got into, and Talk is definitely a song that resonates to me. And yeah, I think those 5 songs is definitely the top 5 Coldplay songs that I would listen to the rest of my life. Question 2. Alexander asks, what is, in your opinion, the best song Coldplay has ever played live? Ooh. Definitely Politic. I've never listened to this song live personally, but when I look clips of it on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, it makes me want to hear it live. The intro to it is just so it hooks you in the song with how banging the intro is and how loud it is. So definitely Politic. 100% Politic. That's definitely a Coldplay song that is definitely best to hear live. Question 3. Ali asks, if you went to another Coldplay concert, which rare song, one they don't usually or ever play live, would you want them to perform? Why that song? Well, Coldplay Twitter obviously knows what I would answer to this. Obviously Talk. They hate this song, and I hate that they hate this song. Why that song? Because, like I said on question 1, I really connect to that song. It's a song that I don't know how to explain. Something I just really connect to. Like I said, the lyrics are just me. I just relate to the lyrics, and I think it would be fun. It would be definitely not a challenge, just to see how Coldplay would play it because they hate that song, and it'll be interesting to see how they go about that song. See if they would change a few pieces if they ever did play it live. So yeah, definitely Talk. Question 4. Max asked, you've attended several concerts during the same tour, even in the same venue days apart. How do you not get bored of it? I'm pretty sure this resonates to Wembley, where I saw about 8 shows of them from every few days. I don't get bored of it because it's just something I really enjoy. It's good for my mental health, and I'm in a place that really, I don't know how to explain it. Just seeing the band nearly every day for a month was definitely my dream, and I'm so glad that I got to experience that because a lot of Coldplayers can't, just because of money. So I'm very thankful that I got went through it. How do I never get bored of it? I just don't. It's just seeing my favorite band in front of my face, just seeing the live. I just love seeing Coldplay live, so I don't think I'll ever get bored of it. Even if I saw Coldplay every day, I don't think I would ever get bored of them. Good question, by the way. Question 5. Haley asks, how did you first discover Coldplay? What is your origin story? So, it's a bit complicated, but I'm gonna basically go through it. I became a Coldplay fan by listening to their music when it was recommended to me by YouTube's front page. This was in high school. We were supposed to be looking at career videos, but I got bored, so I decided to listen to their music. And to be honest, I was kind of surprised to see how many songs I knew from them, to be honest. And yeah, ever since then I've been listening to their music. But it wasn't until late May of 2022 that I decided to make an X account for my love of Coldplay. And then, the next month, on June the 4th, that I saw them in Manchester. And that's when it really, began, that I became more obsessed with them. Question 6. Walmart asks, why do you like Coldplay? / what do you resonate with? I like Coldplay because of the message they are sending across. I think their music is really catchy, and to be honest, I just relate to their music a lot. The lyrics, the just the writing of it all, and how Chris just manages to um write them all. Yeah, I've already said that, but you get me. Just the music, the guitarist of Johnny, Will's drumming, guys, bass playing. It's just, and also the message they're trying to cross to try and spread across as well, like love and just hope and positivity. Like, not a lot of bands spread messages like that, and I guess that's why I like Coldplay, just because of the music, the messages, and yeah. Question 7. Pia Jean, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. What is your best Coldplay related memory? Hmm. Definitely meeting Chris Martin. That is definitely a big Coldplay memory that I have. If you don't know, I met Chris Martin in last year on the 3rd of December of last year, and I went to a Hackney gig. I was a plus one to my friend, and this was a very exclusive, hard to get into gig because you had to win a raffle to get in. I didn't win a raffle, my friend did, and like I said, I was invited as a plus one. And yeah, the gig was amazing. It was very secret. There was no phones allowed, so there's nothing on social media about it. But anyways, after the show, people waited outside the church, like the back of the church, in a graveyard, by the way, which still makes me laugh to this day. And people waiting for Johnny and Chris. I missed Johnny by 5 minutes, which I'm very gutted about. But I managed to meet Chris, and I managed to get a photo with him, and I managed to get a signature with him as well. So that's also a very childhood dream of mine because I looked up to Chris a lot when I was like about 10, 11, and one of the first Coldplay members that I got obsessed and really into. So yeah, definitely meeting Chris Martin was definitely my best Coldplay related memory for sure. Question 8. California Jones asks, most hyped release, a Pacific single album music video event you were most excited for / enjoyed experiencing. So I joined Coldplay Twitter during the Mott's era, but I joined like about a few months into it. Like Mott's The Music of the Spheres came out in October 2021. I didn't join Coldplay Twitter till May 2022. So I experienced it, but I didn't really. I wasn't there when it came out. So, but I was there when Moon Music released, and that was the first Coldplay album that I experienced live, basically. So I was invited to London by Warner Music to listen to the album like a day before the release in a unique way in a church in London. I forgot the name of the church, but it was so interesting to experience it in such like a unique way. It was I don't know how many fans were invited. I think like about 500. I have no idea how many were invited. 300? No idea. I can't tell you. I generally don't remember the amount of people. But yeah, that as well. And me and my friend just going around London looking for new music vinyls and CDs and getting a poster from one of the record shops. And yeah, that's still on my wall to this day, actually. So just experiencing that was awesome. I did so many things that I'm so grateful for that I managed to experience during the new music era in 2024. So yeah. Question 10. Aaliyah asks, what is your first memory related to Coldplay? Okay, when I was 11, 12, I think I was 12 or 13 years old, there was a song called Something Just Like This that I used to listen to a lot. There's this specific music video of Chris Martin at some awards thing, and I remember listening to that specific video a lot. That made me just generally fall in love with Chris Martin in particular. Um, and I think, yeah, definitely listen to that song because oh, Jesus, that song I was repeating a lot as a kid. Like it was on 24/7 to the point that when I listened it to the first time, my mum was like, "I remember you listening to that song so many times that it annoyed me," and that made me laugh. So yeah, that is my first memory related to Coldplay. Alright, that's all the questions I've got for today. Thank you to my lovely, lovely, lovely followers and people of Discord for asking me these questions. I had a really, actually, a big, a fun time answering them, as I've always wanted to do a little Q&A about me and how I became a Coldplay fan. So yeah, thanks for listening, and stay tuned for next week's episode, where we go through Coldplay's career. Interesting, isn't it? Alright, I'll see you then. Bye.